1MDB pays 1.5 billion ringgit of its debt to IPIC. MACC detains Pulau Pinang Exco in illegal factory probe. Good evening, I'm Jessica Lee and you're watching News on 2. One Malaysia Development Berhad, or 1MDB, announced today that it has so far paid $350 million to Abu Dhabi firm International Petroleum Investment Company, PJSC, or IPIC. It said the balance is now due by the end of this month after Finance Ministry Secretary General Tan Sri Muhammad Irwan Serga Abdullah announced an extension earlier this week. 1MDB said in a statement, all funds paid to IPIC are from proceeds of the ongoing rationalization program. Treasury Secretary General and 1MDB Chairman Tan Sri Dr. Muhammad Irwan Serga Abdullah has given his assurance that the state-owned strategic development company will settle all payments due from 1MDB to IPIC.
Updates kita akan honor apa-apa pembayaran itu saja. Statement akan dikeluarkan.
Tan Sri Dr. Muhammad Irwan said this when met by reporters after the Kuala Lumpur 2017 torch run in Putrajaya today. Pulau Pinang State Welfare Caring Society and Environment Committee Chairman P. Boon Po has been arrested by the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, or MACC, in Georgetown over investigations related to an illegal factory in Kampung Sungai Lembu. Now, he was detained at about 3:30 p.m. today after he had given his statement at the MACC office in Jalan Sultan Ahmad Shah. P's lawyer, R.S. Reyes, said the former was expected to be produced for remand tomorrow. At about 11:30 a.m., a team of 5 MACC officers raided P's office on the 53rd floor of the Comta building. They left more than an hour later with a couple of bags containing documents believed were linked to the operations of the illegal carbon filter factory. On Thursday, MACC officers seized documents relating to the Kampung Sungai Lembu factory from the Seberang Prime Municipal Council, MPSP. The MACC and several enforcement agencies also raided the factory on Thursday, following complaints from villagers who feared fumes from the factory could affect their health. The carbon filter processing factory has been operating on agricultural land inside an oil palm estate for more than 10 years. The operations over the illegal factory also involved officers from the Immigration Department, Department of Environment and Inland Revenue Board. Pulau Pinang police detained 24 men believed to be part of Gang Empat involved in organised crime in the state. Now, they were detained under Security Offences Special Measures Act 2012 SOSMA. We'll go on to the next story, which is a suspected drug dealer was shot dead near Kawi Bay in Tawau, Sabah around midnight. A team of policemen was early mobilized in a special operation to hunt for the suspect believed to have been involved in drug trafficking and violent crimes. Briefing reporters today, Tawau District Police Chief ACP Fadil Marso said police were following the 35-year-old suspect's vehicle to a distance of about 2 kilometers before the suspect fled after realizing their presence. The vehicle driven by the suspect, identified as Matarasa Atta, 35, then veered to the left of the road before crashing. ACP Fadil said the suspect became aggressive and tried to stab the policeman with a knife, forcing the police to open fire. He was later confirmed dead after succumbing to shots on the chest. The suspect was identified as the head of a drug trafficking syndicate in Tawau and Kota Kinabalu. Police also seized a plastic bag containing 164.88 grams of shabu, a samurai sword, machete, 2 bullet shells and a mobile phone. Following the incident, police conducted 5 separate raids around the district and detained 17 suspects, including 8 women aged 18 to 33 years old, believed to have links with the syndicate's drug trafficking activities. All suspects are now remanded for further investigations, and the case is being investigated under Section 307 of the Penal Code and Section 39B of the Dangerous Drugs Act 1952. Meanwhile, in Yan Kedah, a 16-year-old was among 11 individuals detained by the National Anti-Drug Agency (AADK) officers for suspected drug abuse during Ops Cekup dan Cegah this morning in Kampung Pasir Pekanggua Cempedak and Kampung Sungai Limau Luar. Yan District AADK Chief Muhammad Ramli said some of those detained, aged between 16 and 50 years old, were contract workers while the others were unemployed. Muhammad Ramli said all of them were tested positive for opiates and methamphetamine and had been taken to the Yan AADK for further action. He added that they are being investigated under Section 3, Subsection 1 of the Drug Addiction Act 1983 for drug abuse. 4 secondary school students and 2 others aged between 16 and 26 were arrested by the Arau Investigations and Traffic Enforcement Unit during an operation dubbed Ops Samsing. The operation was carried out to curb illegal racings in Arau, which was considered a nuisance and disturbing the safety of other road users. According to the Arau District Chief of Investigations and Traffic Enforcement, Assistant Superintendent Muhammad Daniel Muhammad Razali, the operations were carried out following public tip-offs on mud rumpit activities in the area.
Kesemua OKT mengaku bersalah terlibat dalam kegiatan lumba haram. 2 OKT telah dihukum penjara selama 7 hari dan didenda sebanyak RM5,000. Manakala 4 lagi telah diberikan jaminan polis sebanyak RM1,000 dan berkelakuan baik selama 3 tahun.
In the same operation, police seized 17 motorcycles for various offences, including modifying the engine and the registration plate and not adhering to specifications. A motorcyclist was killed in an accident with a car along kilometre 78 of Jalan Johor Baru, Air Hitam, Sempang Renggam, Johor last night. According to the Klang District Police Chief ACP Muhammad Laham, Nur Fatiha Abdullah, aged 20, was pronounced dead at the scene, while the driver of the car, Nur Haslinda Muhammad Sattar, 33, survived with injuries. The incident is believed to have been caused when the car driven by Nur Haslinda from Johor Baru to Air Hitam grazed the victim's motorcycle from the opposite direction. It was believed that the surrounding area was quite dark during the incident due to the absence of street lights. The case is being investigated under Section 41, Subsection 1 of the Road Transport Act 1987. The former head of the Commercial Crime Investigation Department, CCID Chief Superintendent Muhammad Razif Alang Matjaya, has been appointed the new Perak CCID Chief effective tomorrow. Muhammad Razif, aged 53, replaces Superintendent Lee Yu Kiang, aged 60, who retired after serving in the Royal Malaysian Police or PDRM for 38 years. The handing over of duty ceremony was witnessed by Perak Police Chief Dato' Hasnan Hassan. Superintendent Muhammad Razif previously held the position of Head of Commercial Crime at the Ampang Jaya District Police Headquarters. He was subsequently promoted to the position of Deputy Chief and CCID Chief of the Police Contingent Headquarters or IPK of Sabah for 8 years. Now, as a symbolic gesture of giving back to Mother Nature, all members of Parliament were today called upon to plant a tree at the Dewan Rakyat compound. Now, Landscape Malaysia President Tun Jin Abdullah said the Hutan Kita at Parliament or Our Forest at Parliament campaign is a fitting one, as the Parliament grounds were once part of a forest. She said such an effort would create a parliament in the forest ambience in 20 years' time. Tun Jin urged the MPs to lead by example in their effort to make the country green again.
Jangan kita lupa kenapa, apa tu merdeka, apa guna parlimen. You know, it's just not somewhere you pergi just to express apa yang dirasa, tetapi memang untuk kita kena rasa kalau tak ada parlimen, kalau tak ada tempat yang kita boleh bincang dengan tenang, I think we will become like another country. We are so blessed. Negara kita ni memang blessed.
She said this after officiating the forest tree planting program in Parliament in conjunction with the 60th Merdeka Day celebration. Since 2013, 60 trees have been planted at the Dewan Rakyat compound annually in conjunction with Merdeka Day. The program was to create awareness on the environment and initiatives related to its conservation. Veteran singer M.Y. Shamsuddin, 78, died of lung infection at the University Malaya Medical Centre at about 11 p.m. yesterday. According to his wife, Fatima Isa, 70, her husband was admitted to the medical centre 5 months ago after experiencing shortness of breath. Fatima said her late husband had been ill and paralysed following a nasty fall 27 years ago, and his remains was buried at the Muslim cemetery at Section 9, Kota Damansara after Friday prayers today. M.Y. Shamsuddin is survived by his wife, a son and 5 grandchildren. During his heyday in the 1960s, M.Y. Shamsuddin had recorded songs with Fatima, who was also a singer then, for songs such as Salah Sangka and Dapat Kembali. And coming up next, Pharma to strengthen Agrobazar's role in Singapore. The Malaysian Agriculture Marketing Authority, or FAMA, wants to strengthen the role of Agrobazar Malaysia Agrobazar in Singapore, currently promoting small and medium industries, or SMI products, to also promote the services sector from Malaysia. Johor Pharma Director Zainal Abidin Razali said among the services that can be promoted in the Lion City are goods and travel packages. He said the latest venture would make Agrobazar a leading platform to introduce Malaysian products and services in Singapore and internationally.
Kita tahu bahawa sektor perkhidmatan adalah merupakan sesuatu yang menjadi satu bisnes yang penting di Singapura. Jadi Agrobazar ini akan membantu rakyat kerajaan negeri terutamanya daripada aspek pelancongan, mempromosikan package-package pelancongan ataupun package-package yang menjadi niche market seperti summer camp dan sebagainya. Kita akan mengadakan perbincangan dengan pihak-pihak di Singapura supaya maklumat-maklumat ini dapat kita sampaikan kepada kerajaan-kerajaan negeri.
He said this to reporters at a promotional program held in Changi. Agrobazar Malaysia is a platform established by Pharma in 2014 to promote and market small, medium entrepreneurs and businesses in Singapore. Malaysia External Trade Development Corporation, or MATRADE, aims to achieve sales of 350 million ringgit at the 14th China ASEAN Expo Exhibition, or CA Expo. Deputy Chief Executive Officer Datuk Wan Latif Wan Musa said the exhibition will take place at the International Convention and Exhibition Centre in Nanning, China, from 12th to 15th September, involving 170 local exhibitors. Last year, CA Expo managed to record sales of 329.6 million ringgit, a 54% increase as compared to 214 million ringgit the previous year.
Based on the trade performance so far, in fact, until June this year, export to China increased by 41.2%, which is the highest compared to other major trade partners. The demand has been very strong coming from China compared to other countries, and we foresee that trade as well as export with China will continue to rise.
This year, Malaysia Pavilion in CA Expo has been divided into 4 clusters, of which includes food and drink products, health and wellness, lifestyle and service-based products. At the exhibition, MATRADE also signed a memorandum of understanding with state-owned China Post to strengthen the presence of Malaysian products in China via an e-commerce platform called Yulei.com. After 13 weeks travelling across the country, the Kuala Lumpur 2017 Torch Run in conjunction with the 29th SEA Games and the 9th Para SEA Games today arrived in Putrajaya, its penultimate stop before its final destination at the Bukit Jalil Stadium. Now, upon arrival at Putrajaya, the torch was taken on a hot air balloon ride at Dataran Gemilang. Present at the event were Federal Territories Deputy Minister Datuk Dr. Loga Balamohan and Communications and Multimedia Ministry Secretary General Datuk Sri Dr. Sharifah Zara Said Ahmad. Also on hand were Secretary General of the Federal Territories Ministry Datuk Sri Adnan Muhammad Iksan and Secretary General of the Youth and Sports Ministry Datuk Lokman Hakim Ali. Soon after the torch touched down from the balloon ride, Datuk Dr. Loga handed it over to Chief Secretary to the Government, Tan Sri Dr. Ali Hamza, who was the first torch bearer to continue the KL 2017 torch run. Tan Sri Dr. Ali then went straight to Menara KBS, accompanied by several high-ranking government officials. The 1.2-kilometre run went through several checkpoints, such as Wisma Tani, Tuanku Mizan Zainal Abidin Mosque, Ministry of Finance and the Palace of Justice, Istana Kehakiman. Concludes this evening's edition of News on 2. In our top story, MACC detains Pulau Pinang Exco in illegal factory probe. Join us again at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon for more updates. I'm Jessica Lee. Good night.